when it comes to sexual orientation specifically, if that's the only question we're addressing, I mean, for me, that's not even the most important question. And I think as you hear what people will say, the meaningful changes that they see, you know, the narrative piece, I mean, as Jeff is talking about, I mean, that was the guiding story, the guiding narrative in which we live our lives. I mean, for me, that was critical. That was huge. I had to change the story. And so there's all of these other meaningful changes that can happen that are a lot more subjective, and yet it almost seems like the orientation question is this red herring that people want to keep coming back to in order to make certain points or argue for certain whatever, rights, what it means to be authentic, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, whether or not sexual orientation at some kind of core level can change is a red herring. And it's not the most important question that we can be having, because there's lots and lots of other changes that can happen that can make living the gospel more meaningful and rich and joyful. And those are changes that I can attest 100% are possible for everyone, regardless of, you know, the questions of science, you know, sexual fluidity, or whether sexual orientation at some kind of core, innate, whatever level can happen. And for me, those are the kinds of changes that are absolutely critical and much more important and meaningful.